Hello, Namaskar and good evening. A very warm welcome to NCERT's live interactive session. This is Simran Singh. And viewers, you are all watching us on PM eVidya channel number 6 to 12. Or you can also connect with us through our YouTube channel, that is NCERT Official. So it must be 4 p.m. ticking on your watch, and regularly from 4 to 5 p.m. we come up with our special sessions for all our viewers. Today for another 1 hour, we are going to discuss the journey of National ICT Awardee. Now, you all know that who National ICT Awardees are, but for those who don't know that, they are the resource persons of the nation who have contributed in nation building by introducing new interventions in the field of ICT in the entire process of teaching and learning. And here we come up with such webinar sessions to showcase their journey to all the viewers so that you can get inspired. So, the most awaited moment is who is the National ICT Awardee teacher joining with us in the conversation. She is Srimati N. Kalpana ji. Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar, ma'am. Vanakkam. Happy evening to one and all.
Good evening. Good evening. A very warm welcome in the session, and we are honored to have you in the conversation with us. Ma'am is serving as English graduate teacher at Municipal Higher Secondary School, Kumar Nagar, Tirupur, has joined in from Tamil Nadu. So viewers, throughout our live interactive session, if you have any of the queries, then feel free to reach out to us in the comment section of NCERT Official. Besides, here is a contact number that is flashing on your screen, so you may also give us a call at 8800-440-559. And also a mail ID that you can see on your screens, it is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So if you have any of the queries throughout our live interactive session, I am sure that our today's National ICT Awardee teacher would be more than happy to take all your questions. So ma'am, I am eagerly waiting to know about your journey. Shall we begin?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, once again, happy evening to one and all present here. Myself, N. Kalpana, working as an English language teacher in Municipal Higher Secondary School, Kumar Nagar, Tirupur district, Tamil Nadu. I'm a National ICT Awardee 2016. I think this is enough for me for my introduction. So today I'm going to share about my classroom activities and what is my ambition in my profession in ICT career and my ICT integration in my classroom, results after implemented ICT in my classroom, result of my class students, and my contribution in ICT and my future goal and so on. So I want to share with you all. So first of all, I want to thank you NCERT for giving this wonderful opportunity. Dr. Behra sir and Dr. Angel Ratnabai ma'am and anchor of the show and all the higher officials of NCERT. So I want to thank you all, and my state SCERT, I want to thank them also because they only gave like this wonderful opportunity. So, and next, basically, I got appointed in 2012, second grade teacher in Panchayat Union Middle School. So I had an opportunity to teach elementary section students, which means first standard to fifth standard. So I thought activity-based learning method. So here in Tamil Nadu, those days in 2012, those days, we were following that ABL methods. So in that method, the card system, because what does this means? So students came and took that one card and read that card and they marked in that ladder. So these kind of method we were following in those days, 2012. So, but when I appointed in that school, government school, it was my first experience. So I got a lot of anxious at that time because it was very difficult to me. I didn't know any practice in that. So what I did now, I scanned all the cards of the subjects or all the 5 subjects, and I projected that scanned cards on my projector screen. So that time, I could see that all the students were really enjoyed in that session. So that time onwards, I started to following that ICT methods, many ICT methods. I started to follow that time onwards. I started to follow ICT methods in my classroom. I think that was a seed of my career. And after I wrote examination in 2014, and I was appointed in an English language teacher in Municipal Higher Secondary School, Kumanagar, Tirupur district, Tamil Nadu state. I'm having handling classes for 6th to 10th, especially 9th and 10th is very important. But here in Tamil Nadu, my regional language is Tamil. So whenever I also studied in Tamil medium in village government school. So we didn't have any exposures like in seeing like these kind of screens and mobile phones, and those days are very rare, very rare. So being a language teacher, so I want to change everything. So my students also, not only my school students, many government school students, all the states I think so, they are coming from poor socio-economic background, I think so. So those days I was only government were running Tamil medium schools only, but now it is changed in Tamil Nadu. They are now running English medium as well as Tamil medium also. So, but I usually handling Tamil medium students only, because I know the mindset of the Tamil medium studying people, especially in English language. So they speak Tamil in their home, but they find very difficult to learn and write and understand English. That is the main thing. So simply they memorized all those things, whatever we given. So, but I think it is not enough for that, because memorying a lines or a poem, or it is not enough. So I wanna make them to understand what is what. So I chose that technology. So I have converted all the 10th standard, because they are going to write board exams now. So first I started my ICT integration classes in class 10th. So I convert all the videos, all the lessons into digital content. So this kind of activity was widely recognized by local Rotary Club, and they gave a smart board to my school. So really that was a wonderful moment. So that was the first smart board in my school. I'm in higher secondary school, nearly 1,500 students are studying right now, and now we are having 2 smart boards and 20 computers and well equipped ICT lab. So after that implementation, only one by only the donors came and donated like these ICT gazettes, and government also given one smart board. And initially my students average in my subject was 55 only before implementing ICT, I'm telling now. So after the implementation of ICT, it became 78% in first revision test, not in board exams. So, but I could see the difference, wide difference now, 55% turned into 78%. So this was a pleasant experience for me and my students also. And now it is okay, for every year I give centum result in my subject. But my new ambition, at least giving a centum result, it is not enough for me. So at least a student or 2 students, I make a student will get a centum mark, I mean 100 marks in my English subject. So that is my ultimate goal with the using ICT in my classroom. And okay, when I joined in my present school, now I am working in that same school only, 2014 onwards. So when I joined in my school, there was a section with the slow learners. So I voluntarily took that this class for a challenge for my teaching career, teaching profession. So I was given chance to my testing my teaching skills. So I prepared a lot of videos and a lot of assessment tools, and for their better learning. I showed videos in the smart board, and I was very happy to see that all my students got good marks in the next examinations and after the public examinations also. So these things made me really, my HM and the parents of the student and PTA members all appreciated me for my initiating ICT in my classroom. And So actually, what are the learning based in ICT? Which means what are the things I'm using? What are the ICT things, digital contents or any other things? What are the things I'm using ICT in my classroom? This thing I'm gonna share with you all. So before I'm going to this one, so I want to share with you one important thing to you all. So so 2018, I think so. NCRT conducted one 10 days workshop for National ICT Awardee in RIE Mysuru. So in that workshop, Dr. Angel Ratna by ma'am handled that one session. Actually, what is real actual ICT integrated classroom? So we that time onwards, I started to following her words really. Actually, what is simply showing a video, simply doing some evaluation tools, it is not an ICT integrated classroom. It is appropriately wrong. So I came to know from that workshop. So I must thank her. So on the time onwards, I believe that simply I don't want to showing a video or any assessment tools. Just and also, and I want to add one thing. She made us ICT awardees to make an ICT integrated lesson plans in our subjects. So she made us practice like that. So it was a really great thing. So I learned that ICT integrated, what is actual ICT integrated class in that workshop. So I must thank her and NCRT also. So I prepared video content and PPTs for 6th standard to 10th standard English subject and using now also. And so 2015 to 18, that period, RMSA Blogspot. So all the states are having RMSA sites, and RMSA is every year they are giving ICT training and language trainings for government school teachers. So in that training, ICT awardees like 7 or 8 members in my 10 members, I think so. We created 5 subjects. We created one forum and we worked for that RMSA, and we create one blogspot which is called TN RMSA English blogspot. So I want to share with you that blog. So in that blogspot, it contains 9th and 10th standard PPTs and remedial measures and language games, and I uploaded my videos also. That American English, British English, homophones, like that. Many videos I uploaded. It is a common, it's a group of initiation. So in this blogspot, we uploaded free games to learn English, free language, English language games. So it is very user friendly. So all these games I am using my classroom, and I insisted wherever I go, and I take the training, means I showed everything, and I insisted to take the necessity of the language teaching in this blogspot. And next is you could see some pictures of my students are using RMSA blogspot English language games. And next one is very interesting one, TN Schools Live application. So it was initiated by my state TN SCRT. So this is an online and offline version application, which are all the audio videos, are not audio, video contents of the lessons are 9th and 10th and plus 1. So 9th, 10th, plus 1, plus 2, 4 subject general topics they are given videos and animated videos. Using this application, students scan that picture image of the heart or brain or some other thing. So it will view like a 3D and 2D animation videos. So video sessions of the teachers, for example, chemistry, which means chemistry plus 2 chemistry. One teacher is taking a session, means they uploaded in that video in that application. So really, it was I am a language teacher, but I introduced it to my students that time. So really, if students are seeing that the 2D and 3D animated heart and brain of the picture, they would really understand very clearly. It creates what I say. It creates a lot of confidence, and it creates their imagination. It improves their imagination skills also, and they write their own words. So these are the skills developed when we using that TM Schools Live application. Now it is undergoing process. The government is taken under, it is in under process. They are developing this application furtherly. And I also one of the e-content creator of this application, which means not e-content means I gave my ideas to that applications. And next is augmented reality. So it is widely used to all the ICT lovers. I used QR applications, and animal 4D, and animal anatomy. So these are the many applications are there. So when academic starts from the June month here, so first 5 days, first 1 week or first 10 days is basic only we are giving. So that time I am usually using these applications for students attraction of my classroom, and they enjoyed a lot whenever I use these applications and weekend activities, and if Saturday is a working day means I show these kind of activity to the students. So they really enjoyed, and the ultimate goal of I am using ICT in my classroom is language. English language is considered as a foreign language. They always fear of about that language. So I want to avoid these kind of thoughts in their mind. So that only if I started to following these kind of technology and oriented activities, so they follow my subject very easily. They study my subject easily. So that is my ultimate goal. I am using ICT in my classroom. And I created a lot of mobile applications to my students. So that applications is MIT App Inventor. Using MIT App Inventor, I created a lot of mobile applications. So the picture it is shown text to speech for kids. This is for I want to develop their pronunciation skill, right pronunciation skill. So that only I created this application. It's very user friendly. It is working online or offline and both the things. And I created not only this application, paint application for primary sections, paint application, addition, and QR code scanner. So many applications using that MIT App Inventor, and I given training to lot of teachers for this application. And next is connecting classes. So connecting classes, many now many platforms are there. Skype classes, video calling classes, Zoom applications, and many applications are there. So 2014 onwards, I started to connecting classes, online classes for my students. The ultimate goal of the connecting class for my students to take a virtual trip, because we are living in one of our country. So I want to show you other part of our country or other part of our world. So I want to take this chance for this purpose only. So and next invite an author and share our project with other students, and students and share education, innovation and issues also. So cultural exchange, it is must nowadays. So now the first picture, the Skype session with Uttarakhand State School. So one of our ICT awardees, Mr. Baroni sir. So I conducted a Skype session with Baroni sir school, because I want to show that Uttarakhand landscape of my students. So that only I conducted that Skype session. And Skype session with the SCRT ICT, so they motivated my students. And next is Skype session with the Virdhanagar school. We are sharing our ideas with our nearby schools or nearby district schools. So we are sharing our ideas. And next is Villapuram school, one of our National ICT Awardee, Mr. Dilip Rajesh school. And next is Maharashtra school, Ranjit Singh school. And next is Mr. Shivaguru Prabhakaran IAS, Chennai Corporation. So he delivered a motivational speech and career guidance for my 9th, 10th plus and plus 2 students. Really that was a great time. He gave a lot of ideas. So these kind of things only, what I say, develop. I took this chance for all ICT implementation for my student development. And next contributor, my contribution in Diksha portal. So I'm one of the authorized e-content creators in our state. So I create a lot of videos and assessments in that application. So in that platform, not only my students, all the students of Tamil Nadu, they are following that. And Diksha is not only for Tamil Nadu, it is national wide portal, I think so. So we could see many videos in other languages also. So I think my videos also there. And I'm one of the e-content creators in that application. And in Tamil Nadu, we created such like a TNTP forum. I mean Tamil Nadu Teachers platform. So we uploaded the same video or videos in that platform also. So I'm also one of the contributor in TNTP also. And this is very interesting one, Plickers evaluation, paperless evaluation. So once I knew that application, really I was wondered because without writing an examination, we could see that our results of the examination. So it is how it is possible. So many questions raised in my mind, but once I learned that and I implemented in my classroom, all the students and late bloomers also. I'm not categorizing the students and late bloomers or bright students. I never do that. But just I'm telling for a say. So late bloomers also, they are doing this activity very well and they enjoyed a lot. So this is very important.
Of course, ma'am, you are sharing certain significant details in the conversation. I would like to inform you that we still have around 30 minutes left. So if viewers, you have any queries from ma'am, so do feel free to write us in the comment section of NCRT Official. Ma'am, you may proceed.
Yeah, okay. And after that, after all my activities, and I got National ICT Award in 2016. Really, this award really changed in my life. After I received that award, I got a lot of opportunities and a lot of lot of content creator and opportunities and taking classes in various platforms. I got really all those opportunities only after received National ICT Award. So I thank to NCRT once again. And next, in pandemic situations, I created a lot of English language grammar videos for my students. So I want to show you, and I uploaded everything in my YouTube channel. So just I want to show you one demo video.
Tenses. Okay. See, they are present tense irukilla, simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous tense. As the same, kuda yes or es add.
Actually, I used bilingual because my students are in Tamil medium, no. So, if it is in bilingual means it would be really helpful for us. So that only I created this video in bilingual English with Tamil. And next is conducting free ICT trainings for teachers. And first, I am out of my interest, I am conducting free personal ICT training and official trainings also. I am one of the state level trainer. And COVID time, we started one forum in Techno Teachers Team, named Techno Teachers Team Tamil Nadu for pandemic time teaching and learning process. So we conducted more than 50 days and we trained more than 1,000 teachers by continuously for giving 50 days ICT training. Only ICT for 50 days and online debates and online career guidance program. And these are some topics, and I invited many ICT awardees from our many states and my nearby districts also. I invited those persons, and they conducted, they taken a session and conducted various online competitions for government school students also, like drawing competition, recitation only for government school students, singing competitions and career guidance program, because past 2 years the students did not write their examination and without writing examination they got pass marks, so they don't know, they don't have the awareness of the what next we are going to study. So I gave career guidance program, and right now I am working as a my new project is Google Read Along application. So in that application, it was taken by our TNSCRT, my TNSCRT. So I am one of the e-content creator. I uploaded till now 47 contents. English content in that application. And I created English language lab and smart class setup. Actually, the room, it was my idea. So I integrated English with ICT. So that only I set up this lab. And next is NCERT's Bhasha Sangam program. So it is really, here we are South Indian people, we know some South Indian languages very well, somehow we can understand, but North Indian languages are really challenge for us. So what I do now, NCERT has given that QR code with proper pronunciation of that lines which they given. So my students learn from that video, learn from that QR code sounds, and they produce it as same like us. And we created 21 videos in that Bhasha Sangam program. And a lot of articles about ICT usage in my classroom, all in Tamil, because in Tamil Nadu we are in Tamil magazines only, we are circulating. And this is one news minute article about me. This article showcases my classroom implementation of ICT. So this was pandemic time situation. They published one online article also. And I completed induction 1 education basic. This was really a happy moment. And one of the state level resource person in SCRT trainings also. And I taken open sources, which means we learned, we Tamil Nadu people really learned from NCERT only, because they have given that 10 days training and 5 days training, and now it is very easy online trainings. Lot of they are giving online trainings. So we learned from that. And I was invited by many districts, diet people, for taking ICT online classes, various districts like nearby districts, and they invited me for taking online ICT integration with English. So that session. So my article ICT usage in one more article also. So what are the do's and don'ts during while attending online classes, and what are the cyber security? So these are the things they published in that magazine. So my contribution in teachers capacity building module. So now TN SCRT also. Now teachers are used to attend online trainings is very usually nowadays, because the past 2 years in pandemic situation they have practiced very well in attending online classes and online trainings. So it is I'm one of the video creator and assessment part also I have done. And appreciations from various places. This is the various district collectors and various medias. Of course, once we got that award and we work furtherly for our ambition, definitely they will get a lot of awards. There is no doubt. Not only the special, not special for me. All the people are like that only. So what I take that awards means that appreciation means when we travel in a path, and like when we passion with travel path like this, we could see a lot of difficulties, obstacles are there in our way. So I have taken this appreciation, these kind of appreciations for that tough situations, medicine like that only. Next, our former educational minister and local Lions Club and Rotary Club, my district collector also appreciated my work. And now present Educational Minister Mr. Anvil Mahesh Poyamale sir also recognized my work and awarded by him. And I shared my views and shared my classroom activities and views too with him. And this is my students' feedback. So this video was taken by one news channel, Pudhiya Thalamuri channel. It is in Tamil only, but we could understand very easily the students' appreciation.
தொடர்பதில் அரசு பள்ளி மாணவர்களுக்கு இருக்கும் மொழிச்சிக்கல்களை தீர்க்க அறிவியல் தொழில்நுட்பமே சரிநிகர் வழி என முன்மொழிந்தார். அதுவரைக்கும் ஆங்கில வகுப்புகளை நெருப்பாராய் கடந்து போன திருப்பூர் நகரவை மேல்நிலைப்பள்ளி மாணவர்கள் இன்று கல்பனாவின் வகுப்பு கற்கண்டாய் இனிப்பதாக சொல்கிறார்கள்.
அவங்க வந்து லெசன் எடுக்கிறது அப்புறம் கிராமர் இதெல்லாம் எடுத்தால் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுக்கு வந்து ஈஸியாக லேர்ன் பண்ணுற மாதிரி சொல்லிக் கொடுப்பாங்க. தேவைப்பட்ட ஸ்மார்ட் கிளாஸ்க்கெல்லாம் கூட்டிகிட்டு போவாங்க. அவங்க ஃப்ரெண்டு மாதிரி எங்ககிட்ட பழகுவாங்க. இதனால் எங்களுக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் சப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து ரொம்ப பிடிக்க ஆரம்பிக்குது. மிஸ்ஸை பிடிக்கவும் இங்கிலீஷ் சப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து இன்னும் பிடிக்க ஆரம்பிக்குது எங்களுக்கு.
தகவல் பரிமாற்ற தொழில்நுட்பத்தின் வீச்சை உணர்ந்த கல்பனா அதனை கற்பித்தல் கருவியாக மாற்றி ஆனந்தமாய் கற்கலாம் ஆங்கிலம் என்று கரங்களை நீட்டி மாணவர்களை அழைத்தார். பாடங்களை காணொளிகளாக படைத்தல், செயற்கை நுண்ணறிவு, புலக்காட்சி முறை, மெய்நிகர் வகுப்பறைகள் என்ற தொழில்நுட்பத்தின் புதிய வரவுகளை எல்லாம் கசடர கற்கும் கருவியாக மாற்றி கே ஃபார் கல்பனா என்று கூறும் அளவுக்கு கற்றலின் அருமையை உணர்த்தினார்.
இந்த 4 ஆப்ஷன்ஸில் எந்த ஆப்ஷன் கரெக்டுன்னு நீ நினைக்கிறியோ அந்த ஆப்ஷனில் நீ அதுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி இந்த கார்டை காட்டணும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஆப்ஷன் ஏ இஸ் த ரைட் ஆன்சர் மீன்ஸ் யூ ஷுட் ஷோ அந்த ஏங்கிறது டாப் ஆஃப் த கார்னரில் இருக்கும். ஓகே, எத்தனை பேர் கரெக்டான ஆன்சர் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்கன்னா எல்லாருமே கரெக்டான ஆன்சர் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க.
பிக் டேட்டா.
So I hope you understand that though it is in Tamil also, so they showcased my classroom activities, ICT integrated activity in that video, and this is my final part of my presentation. My future goal. Now I am in my school we have only 20 computers. So initially we didn't have any computers or any other thing, any ICT gadget. So I want to set up a Paka ICT lab with 55 or 60 computers with a smart board and with what I say, and students are robotic science and artificial intelligence and AR VR technology, big data. So because it's in a government school, it is a challenge for all the students because I studied in government school. So on those days in village sites, we didn't have any other mobile phones or any other smartphone, smart TV or any other ICT gadgets in my classroom. So once my teacher was taken one class in English, 9th standard English, and that topic is Gulliver and Lilliput. That story is very different. We all know that Lilliputian stories. The Lilliputians means very small people. So that time we students are imagine like small people, like how do we small people be like that, and big people, Gulliver is a big one. So we imagine like this or that. But that time I had one wish. See, if we see in that sceneries in video mode, it will be easy to understand now. So I shared this with my one of my friend. So, but that time I had a strong desire. So I want to become a language teacher in government school, and I want to integrate these kind of technology in my classroom. So I had a strong desire, and I am doing that. I hope definitely this ICT lab will happen. It is my future goal and dream. Definitely it will happen. I think so. So. I thank NCERT for giving this wonderful opportunity, and thanks for giving this chance for showcasing my classroom activities and sharing my ideas with you all people. So I thank you, and thank you the anchor.
Of course, I must say that it was quite an inspiring journey to watch and to learn more from your life. So ma'am, we still have around 20 minutes left in the conversation. If you would like to share something else with our viewers, then we would welcome that. Apart from that, we also have a set of questions for you.
Yeah,
so,
yes ma'am.
Whatever way you feel comfortable, would you like to share something else, or I should proceed with the questions?
Yeah, that's okay ma'am. Everything I shown in that presentation. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you allow me, I have the first question for you. Ma'am,
Yes,
in your entire journey of being an ICT teacher for all the students, what are the major tools that you have used? Major tools as an application, any other electronic devices particularly that you have used for this particular journey of being an ICT teacher, and if you would like to share the demonstration of that with our viewers.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I took initially I didn't aware of OER tools. Actually, open resources I didn't aware of. After attending these trainings only, I came to know that knowledge about that OER tools. And so primary section in 6th standard to not primary 6th standard to upper primary 8th standard level. So I am using the touch mats and touch paint. These touch paint is just for an interesting thing one, but touch mat it is very useful, and I am using that, and I am using that English language. That one I shown in my presentation, blogspot, RMSA blogspot, we uploaded in that. Shall I show that video, ma'am?
Of course.
Yes. Yes. TNRMS English blogspot, we uploaded all the language games. See, in that language games. So I wanna this prepositions. It's a interesting one. So round one.
Put the candle on the table.
So they are given instruction, put the candle on the table. So while the students are here that I mean read that instruction and they follow like that. So candle on the table.
Put the cushion on the sofa.
And also here the timeline also there. Put the cushion on the sofa.
Put the cat under the table. Put the keys under the chair. Put the books above the sofa. Put the bag on the right of the chair. Put the tissues in front of the sofa. Put the newspaper on the chair.
So like here lot of games are there, and I request you all please use these kind of activities in classroom. It is very useful, and many items are there. See in tenses, particularly tenses, all the tenses, all the three tenses, they have an activity. So play. So tomorrow or we have to what I say.
Next week, tomorrow, next month, in 2
These
years,
are all,
in 2
future
years,
tenses.
she is going to graduate from college. In 10 years, she is going to have a baby. Tomorrow, she is going to play the violin. Next month, she is going to build a robot. Next week, she is going to have her photo taken.
So like this, many activities are in RMSA blogspot. And yes, I think that's all for my
Of
ma'am.
course. Ma'am, just now you have demonstrated a platform for the secondary students. I believe for the classes 6 to 10, they are grown-ups. They can understand the concept of ICT, audios and videos. But when we particularly talk of the primary classes, say 1st to 5th class, now being an ICT awardee, how do you see it to integrate the concept of ICT in the classroom scenario of classes 1st to 5th class students?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I will tell you one example. In language, we are in language teaching. We should not teach grammar and grammar separately. We should not teach a grammar and English. So we should not teach like that. So we integrated grammar portion while we teaching a prose or poem. So this is the language teaching method, as well as it's the same method we are following. We are not going to tell this is an ICT method. I am going to use this ICT tool. We are not going to demonstrate anything without knowing them. For example, we are 1 to 5th standard level students means that they are finger practicing. that in that finger practicing, we are I am using and I handled 2 years in a primary section. So Tux Paint and Tux Math, that was a wonderful application for primary level students. So, and these language games also basic level also there. So I showed 6 to 2 plus to 10th level students, I showed that. But the primary sections also they have language games. So it would be better when we use this in our classroom.
Of course, and who are the students who don't love games? I don't know them. Well, moving ahead in the conversation, when you are using, or initially when you started using this ICT integration in your classrooms, I assume that there must be some hardships that you have confronted, any fair share of apprehension. So any anecdote you would like to share with our viewers where you might have felt that it's not your cup of tea, but again you went past through it and you got a success.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, many hurdles and many sleepless nights. Not only I, many video content creators and like that people are sacrifice many own time or personal times also. We sacrificed a lot. So because making a video and we implemented in our classrooms, is a very huge task. Just and it is not enough for implemented or showing a video in our classroom. We actually check our students really they understand from really they understand the concept from the video, is it or not, or it is okay for that. So we have to do one simply pilot project. So a lot of time it will take. So we have a more patience, and I want to share one thing. So whatever we do in our life, in our careers and our official careers and like these things, people are criticizing me. So why you are doing like this? So what is the use of this? These are us only showcasing things. Like these comments, I heard a lot from that, but I never fed up with these kind of comments. I consider these comments as a step of my success. So being and in my places, students and not only students, teachers are, especially female teachers, are not doing like that. So they are most of the time they are spending in their classroom and after that home also. So but we want a time management for that. So or otherwise we can't manage anything. We have what is this personal time for our family, and this time is for our personal work, and this time is for our official work, and this time is for our personal wish like creating videos. So we have to, I always have a timetable and following these in my life, so that only I'm not whether they appreciate or not, it doesn't matter for me. Just I focused only my student path only, because to be frankly, I am only the mentor for my students. There is no other way for them. So really, I only support them because my students are believing myself only. So I am the responsible for all the students. So I fulfill their dream, and I have that responsible for that. So I will do that. I always keep in my mind, and I am doing my duty happily now.
Well, your work speak volumes, I must say. Congratulations to you. Another question on the line I have regarding student-teacher interaction. Let's understand this with the help of an example from my school life. So when I was a child, what was the process of teaching was very simple. Our teachers used to come in our classrooms, they deliver the monologue or the presentation prepared by them, and there was absolutely very feeble or no student-teacher interaction. But nowadays, in the current scenario, I think things have changed, and with the introduction of ICT, do you think that it has been an enabler in enhancing the student and teacher participation in the classrooms?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Actually, technology is an assistant tool only. It is not going to play a main role. I believe in that. So whatever technology comes, but the human touch and human psychology that we speak with our students, so these are all the important thing. I consider ICT as a supportive material only, and so I consider it is is a need of the heart, but instead of teacher, it is not need. So with the teacher only we use ICT, it is good one. And I want to share with you my own experience.
Of course.
Shall I, ma'am?
Yeah, we would love to hear that.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So actually, my WhatsApp status, I always fix that, not status, my WhatsApp quote is ICT is my oxygenation. I don't live without it. I started 5 years before. I never changed it till now. So a lot of my friends are kidding me, sir. Kalpana, oxygen is, your oxygen is only ICT, so you don't need to breathe oxygen, or only you need ICT, that is enough for your life, no? Yes, that's I expressed my feel, and they are always kidding me. And if a new friend came to me and chat with me, means, what is that, ma'am, ICT? What is that ICT? ICT, you quoted that ICT is my oxygenation. Why you quoted that? So many questions they are raised in, and many people are kidding me, but I never changed that quote. Yes, I love that quote, really. I'm comfortable, I'm using ICT in my classroom, so I never changed it till now, and in future also, I believe, I hope.
Of course, and let's hope for the best. Well, whenever we talk about ICT, and as you have also mentioned while answering your question, that it is the need of the hour. So be it a computer teacher or not, be it a language teacher, science teacher, or maybe a mathematics teacher, I think ICT is really important in the classroom scenario. Would you like to reflect more on that? Why do we need ICT for all the subjects that are available in the classrooms for the students?
Yes, ma'am, it's a right question. Actually, if a teacher takes a class for an hour, so he or she is trying to convey their message from what they are given from the book. So she tries to convey a lesson to the students to take a lesson an hour. Really, it is equal to a 5 minutes video. If we show a 5-minute video about the content, the students will understand very easily. So the time also really in classrooms. So really our energy and our energy also save, and understanding level also very better in students. So I think it is good in all subjects. Not only English, all the subjects, because so we also after once I used in ICT, or I'm using ICT in my classrooms, I created my content also. Like so, suppose last week I posted a poem in English, the crocodile poem in 6th standard. So I created one video. So with the help of smartboard, I play one with music, and the students and we both composed one poem, and the crocodile poem. They sang very superb, and I played smartboard in their videos. They felt very happy, and yesterday they asked me, ma'am, when will we go to record our next poem or next lessons, and so many questions, because this is what I need, because students turn to my subject. So this thing happened only because of ICT usage in my classroom. And I want to implement one more thing in next week, and this is called free map, using by free mind software. So using the free mind software, I've created mind maps, and using that mind maps, already I will give practice to my students how to consolidate their mind map, and they narrate their own sentences. So this activity, I think it will help them to develop their spoken skills in English. So I hope next week I will start this new method. I hope it will work.
Yes, of course, ma'am, and we wish you all the best. We hope that it works for the best. And ma'am, whenever we talk about ICT, we basically deal with technology. After COVID-19, I believe that teachers have started laying their hands on technology. They have been more comfortable with the term ICT. But still there are some teachers, or the budding teachers I would say, who are very new to the field. So any piece of advice from your end to all those teachers who are trying their hard work in order to impart education to students with the help of information communication technology?
So actually, I usually use one word, technophobia, that because when I entered into government service, my principal didn't know about my technology knowledge, so she instructed me don't touch any these kind of laptops because it will spoil if we touch or work in that laptop. She instructed me like that, but I said, ma'am, I knew something about the laptop and I worked on it usually in my home. So we should not we should not fear about that. I said that, but she didn't believe. After 1 month. After 1 month also she believed okay, she is okay within the laptop, handling laptop. So after 2 years this pandemic situation, so many teachers are many they attended many online trainings like ICT trainings, but the only thing is after that training they are not practicing properly. That is the main thing. If we want to implement one ICT method in our classroom, we should have a practice. So practice. We should have a practice, which means we start to create one content by using these applications or what they learn from that training. They keep on working in that applications only. They will understand and they will well versed in that application, or otherwise they will forget within a week.
Yeah.
So only my humble request, many resources, plenty of resources are available in net. At least we find and use it in our classroom. It is also one kind of ICT method. I consider like that only, because without doing anything, at least we show some videos or we show some language videos or any other subject related videos. It is very useful to them. At least I request all the teachers, please use that internet resources for your classroom teaching.
Of course, and I'm sure that all the teachers, students watching our session out there, they'll make notes of the presentation of the words delivered by you. Thank you so much, Kalpana ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It was great to have you with us in this conversation and apprising viewers about your beautiful journey of being the recipient of National ICT Award. Thank you to all the viewers who have connected with us for this particular session where we were discussing the journey of National ICT Awardee teacher. Now here we have come an end to this particular session, but stay connected to NCERT as our upcoming session is Sahyog, where we will be discussing about common ethical and moral dilemmas in adolescence. Quite an important and interesting topic for all of you to watch out there. So stay connected to NCERT and keep watching PM eVidya channels. We'll be right back within few minutes. Namaskar.